Hello, Jamaicans. I call to you today to point out that the Minister of Education, Mr. Ruel Reid, has announced free education, but he did not say when this will begin. I am also proposing that Mr. Reid should publish a proposal in order to make it look authentic, because we are very accustomed to these false promises from the GLP, and therefore we are not certain if it's not just one of those fake promises. I'm also proposing that Mr. Reid, or Honorable Ruel Reid, does not have to present a budget, but at least he should give us an estimation of the cost in order to be authentic and tell us the startup date. Be specific. I'm looking at the PNP's proposal of full free education for the Jamaican children, the children of the enslaved. And I was reliably informed that Dr. Phillips is presently consulting with other financial giants and financiers to sort out the financing. And it's very important that there must be a new funding base source, because Bruce Golding tried to implement not even full free education, but free education, and it bankrupted the Jamaican government. So there must be a recurring funding source. The other aspect is that it is important to have a funding source, and we must know how this will be possible for the Jamaica Labour Party, so they must identify their funding source. It is also important for us to realize that there is a qualitative difference between free education and full free education. The PNP's full free education has also a quantitative and a qualitative difference. Qualitative in terms of the different aspects of education will be looked at, and it is important that these areas are properly financed. It is important in terms of the quantitative difference between free education and full free education, which is the cost. It must cost more to give a quality education, and our children need a quality education. I am looking at a comparative analysis between there are areas in Africa, big Africa, where one tennis star, superstar, Mr. Roger Federer, is really funding education for 1 million children. And in Jamaica, I must say it's a mammoth achievement by a young person who is not even 30 years old, and is generous enough to fund free education for 1 million children. And Mr. Roger Federer, I have a homework school that needs funding. Will you please consider us over here? I'm really funding it, and it's very expensive. Sometimes people like Food for the Poor will give us some things, but we would appreciate. And a ice cream company, Joe Ice Cream Company, really is generous to us. But it would be nice if you consider us over here. Now, I'm saying it's appalling that our government, and I consider it very disappointing that our governments fail to implement full free education. And I'm sorry to say that Prime Minister Andrew Holness won on full free education. And this is his third year, and he has failed to fulfill such a promise. Thank you.